What's up, my friends, and thank you for joining me once more on yet another quest. Today we're exploring the world of I Met an Archaeologist, which is a demo by Errant-Gaming, when our professional expertise is put to the test by an odd-looking stranger. Let us begin. Alright. Looks like we got a nice looking office. Okay, so I'm thinking that we're probably somewhere in the 1920s. Maybe a little earlier. Makes sense. I'm getting a little bit of a Lovecraft vibe with this. Alright, times of unearthing. Ancient mummy and precious artifacts stolen. In a shocking turn of events, an ancient mummy recently unearthed during an archaeological expedition has been stolen from its display at the Catholic University. The theft, which also included several artifacts discovered alongside the mummy, has left authorities scrambling for answers. Camilla, a security guard stationed at the sole entrance of the exhibit, reported hearing a loud noise from within the display room. Upon investigating, she discovered the glass case shattered and the artifacts missing. Despite her vigilance, no one was seen entering or leaving the premises. Authorities have launched an investigation into the theft, raising concerns about the fate of the irreplaceable relics. The university has yet to release an official statement on the incident. Oh, jeez Louise! By the sacred blue!
I believe that my presence was expected at this place.
Ah, who, you hairy-horned man?
Here are the objects
Oh,
that you so fiercely desire.
did we summon a demon using occult whackery to bring a demon to grab us these artifacts? We're the Lovecraft cultists. Cool.
I collected them as you requested. Not a trace, not a whisper of evidence, which leads to you.
Well, thank you for being so efficient at your job.
You summoned me and I delivered. That was our arrangement, was it not?
Could be cheeky or not. I feel like the guy who summoned a demon to grab artifacts for him, a very scummy archaeologist, is going to have some strings attached.
It was you who spoke the words of the spell.
Oh.
And now you deny. Contracts in the supernatural are not mere suggestions. They are bindings. Absolute. These objects. Do you understand the darkness behind their existence?
I'm going to say no, just so we can see if we can get some exposition.
I didn't expect you to. You do not understand the burden of their ownership. Gain knowledge about these objects and answer my questions. Only then will they be yours to keep.
Right? Let's see, what should we go for? Okay, fossilized corn, so it's something to do with the Americas. Animal sculpture, looks like a llama. Okay, that looks Incan. So I believe that's Incan, so we're dealing with something in the Andes. Cloth also looks like that. This is a bone of what animal, I'm not sure. And we have an x-ray for a skull. Wait, that's a... Oh, that's his mummy. That's not a sculpture, that's a mummy. Okay, so it's a clay exterior and there's a small mummy on the inside. That's most likely what it is. I believe it was some of the Inti religions down in the Andes for the Incan Empire. They did have a little bit of human sacrifice in regard to that. So maybe it could be one of these. Something attached to that. Alright, let's start with the bone. Okay, nothing too shocking there. The cloth itself. Again, I think this is probably from Chile or Ecuador. Fossilized corn. And probably not with this stuff. I'm not thinking it's Mesoamerican. I'm thinking it's more Southern American. Llama. What was the mummy's last meal? Oh no, that is not a sculpture. That is straight up a mummy. What was the name of mummy? Okay. Why was the mummy killed? Which animal does the bone belong to? If the sculpture is a llama, I'm thinking it must be a llama. What is the material of the cloth piece? In which century was the mummy killed? Okay. Let's look up century. Okay. Let's look up mummy. Corn. Okay, we got something on the corn. Maize. Maize or corn is one of the most eaten crops today. It is believed to have originated in Southern America. While today it is commonly available to prepare our cereals, whiskeys, and corn syrups, long ago Incans, okay, so I was right, it was the Incans, considered it to be sacred and used it in their rituals. Not only Incans, but also the Mayans. Oh, this is hitting every sweet spot for me right now. Okay. So it would have to be... Okay. So it was the head that was damaged. I'm going to put skull.
Excellent answer.
Thank you, sir. Okay, what was the name of the mummy? Why was the mummy killed? Which animal? Bone. The modern X-ray is capable of letting you watch your bones without you needing to remove your clothes or flesh. Swallowed something you shouldn't have? Use the X-ray. Did someone kill someone with a blow to the head? Find it out with the X-ray. Wonder. Okay. Nope, that's not working. Go. Animals. Llama. Okay, so it is a llama. So it's probably wool is what the material is from, because those will be connected. So llama. Llama is a camel-like animal native to South America. Throughout history, they have been used for transportation, meat, wool, and ceremonies such as those of human sacrifice. It was human sacrifice. I'm very, very sure about that then. In some cases, their spit has found to cover 20 feet of distance. They are often confused with alpacas. Okay, I am so pumped that I got that right. Okay. I'm gonna put down corn. Oh. Maize.
You have answered correctly.
Thank you, sir. I don't know the name. Why was the mummy killed? Sacrifice.
That is the right answer.
Perfect. The bone most likely belongs to a llama.
You have answered correctly.
Perfect.
You
Wool.
have answered correctly.
Okay. Anything here that could give us some info? Play at the Catholic University. Okay. Not sure about what country. What was the name of the mummy? What century was the mummy killed? Okay, let's else access to the woman. see any. Let's type. What should it be? Sacrifice. Rituals. Rituals are the practices done often as a means of worship, appeasement, or cleansing. Many ancient civilizations have known to perform rituals as a way to avert calamities or bring fortune. Some, such as capacocha performed by Incans, were particularly violent. Cocha. Okay. Cocha. Inca. Peru. Okay, the Incan civilization was based in Peru between the 13th and 16th century. They were known to highly regard the sun, Inti, with their king being the son of the sun. Worship was a big part of the Incan culture, and with them came strange rituals, with some being violent in nature. Maize was a staple food, and for brewing, an alcoholic beverage called chicha. Alright, so Peru. Let's go with Peru for nation. How did I forget about Peru?
That is the right answer.
Okay. Now let's see. What was the name of the mummy? Not sure about that. Okay. Let's go to Inca again. Oh. Go to Inca one more time. Yeah. Cha-cha. Alcohol. Alcohol is a beverage widely consumed among adults, with Chinese being thought to be the originators. The Irish are true originators of alcohol. Various civilizations have used it as a social tool and in their rituals of human sacrifice. It can impair judgment, make you drowsy, and open to be injured. Open to be injured or injury. Okay. Didn't really give us anything. Let's go Peru. Peru is a country in South America. A large variety of wildlife is found in this region, with perhaps the llama being the most associated with it. Peru was also the home of the Incan Empire, which was eventually conquered by the Spanish. Okay, that doesn't really give me... Let's go back to sacrifice. So. Rituals. Capacocha. 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 Juanita. An Incan ritual often involving young members of a family as a way to prevent calamities. An ideal candidate for this ritual was supposed to be good-looking, pure, and usually of noble birth. The chosen were fed luxurious meals, dressed in fine cloths. A recently discovered mummy named Juanita was one of them. Juanita.
You have answered correctly.
Okay, now what century? I'm thinking it's going to be later. It has to be after the... I'm thinking it's after the Spanish conquest. Okay. Inca... 13th or 16th. Okay, I'm thinking 16th century because Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. That would have been the 15th century. And the conquistadors didn't get down there until the 1500s, which would be the 16th century.
Your answer is ridiculous.
The 16th century.
Now listen carefully. I have placed a glass on top of the card. Before you can answer this card again, You must drink from the glass. However, if you prefer not to have the drink, then answer another card correctly, and I will remove the glass from this card.
I should have looked up Juanita. Alright, well.
Oh,
There we go.
looks so good.
Oh, you look absolutely horrid. I should have looked up Juanita. '15th century. Okay. Juanita, a frozen mummy found near the summit of Mount Amapoto in Peru, is considered to have been killed around the 15th century for an Incan ritual involving human sacrifice. The mummy was later named as Juanita. DNA tests revealed that she was intoxicated with alcohol and coca leaves and died because of a blow to the head. Okay. The Juanita name threw me for a loop because I thought about conquistadors. Hey, don't judge me. I forgot 15th century. Cool.
You have proven yourself and have successfully uncovered the whole truth. Possessing the knowledge of the true nature of these objects, would you still like to keep them for yourself?
It's a ritual sacrifice victim that we have in our possession right now. I am just trying to think, what would we as the character have need for this? Because if we stole this, this is a well-known find. What are we getting at? This is human sacrifice. Let's go with yes.
I'm not surprised. Even with knowledge, you still crave what no man should possess. Have it your
Wait,
way.
calamities.
These objects are yours.
Ah, okay. Pawn shop tip leads to arrest in mummy theft case. Wood Height, who runs a pawn shop with his brother, alerted authorities when a man attempted to sell artifacts he immediately recognized as those stolen from the university last week. Police swiftly arrested the subject, later identifying him as a fugitive bank loan defaulter who had been living under a false identity for the past 2 years. The stolen artifacts and mummy have been returned to the university under heightened security. The suspect is now awaiting a court hearing on charges related to both the theft and his outstanding loans. Despite extensive questioning, police have been unable to determine how the suspect carried out the robbery with such ease and without being detected. Bad ending, game over, okay. I wonder if that's because we said no, we're trying to renege on it. Did we really just steal that to sell? Alright, so we're going to see if we can get some different endings, because I don't think we were supposed to get that bad. It said bad ending, and I don't think we're supposed to get a bad ending after dealing with a demon like this.
I believe that here are the
Alright.
objects I collect. You summoned me and I delivered. That
Yes.
was our arrangement, was it not?
Yes, good sir.
Precisely. Now to business. These objects. Do you
Say yes.
understand the darkness behind their existence? Good. But it will take more than your words. Answer the questions about these objects correctly, and they will be yours to keep. Excellent answer. Excellent answer.
We're just gonna speed run this.
The right answer. That is the right answer.
Sacrifice.
You have answered correctly.
So human sacrifice, usually when we think about the Amerindians or the Native American tribes and civilizations, we usually think of the Aztecs and Mayans, but it was practiced by the Incans, as we can see here, as well as manifesting a bit within Cahokia, some of the northern tribes. The Iroquois had some of their own, but this was before they became the Confederacy, the Iroquois Confederacy.
Excellent answer.
Wool.
Excellent answer.
I'm wondering with the 15th century if maybe like the storyline of this is the calamity that this woman was sacrificed for was trying to avert the Spanish arrival.
You have proven your possessing the knowledge of the true nature of these objects. Would you still like to keep them for yourself?
Let's go with no.
How righteous of you. These objects should have never been dug from their place of rest.
Unless these are holding back a greater, something greater.
They will be returned to the place where they belong. Oh, however, as a gesture of good faith, keep the gold. Goodbye.
Fugitive loan defaulter clears debt. In a surprising twist, a man has been on the run for 2 years, walked into his local bank and repaid his outstanding loan along with interest and fines in full. The man had been considered a fugitive after defaulting on a substantial loan, prompting a search by local authorities. However, he told bank officials that he had spent the past 2 years trying to gather the funds and rebuild his life. According to his account, he discovered some gold in his grandfather's attic, which he sold to secure the necessary money. With the debt settled, the bank has decided to withdraw its case against him. Okay, so both the good and bad endings revolve around getting out of this debt. So our character, who probably isn't the archaeologist, ironically enough, I met an archaeologist, might mean in the story that we talked to someone who told us how valuable these things are. I am curious about what the rest of this game is going to be, because this is just a demo. Not only am I going to put down the itch.io link, but also the Steam page link. Sometime in April is when the full game is going to be out, and this is going to be absolutely amazing. I love pre-Columbian civilizations. I love Amerindian civilizations, societies, the cults, rituals, religions behind them, going into it a little bit. This is scratching every single good portion of my brain, and I want more of this. I look forward to it, and till next time, my friends, don't summon demons to go get priceless artifacts that can hold back great calamities. If you can do that for me, I'll see you next time. Tally ho!